Yeah, we've been using Lawmaster for I think since 2009. We were using a competitor prior to that, but were not happy at all with the results that we were getting. We then received a flyer from Lawmaster, and then Tim came in, advised as to what was required, and we agreed a price, and we also agreed that we would give it a year to take it through the seasons so that we could see, you know, a longer term result, and we've carried on since then.
We've previously used other competitors. They've never been as good as Lawmaster have proved to be. They were not reliable. They would turn up quickly and do a job that was half done, and I'd see streaks in the lawn. And we've never had any of that with Lawmaster. They've always been very professional. So they'll come and weed and feed, or they'll moss kill, but they'll always look at the lawn first and see what it needs. And then every so often we'll have extra treatment, which we're having now, which is scarifying and hollow tining, followed by top dressing. We have an awkward lawn, so it needs some attention.
Everyone comes round here and says, "What a lovely lawn you've got." And then I say that, well, I've got a Lawmaster that helps me out now. He comes every so often and feeds it and does all the things that should be done and tell me how to do it and what I've got to do to keep the lawn going. And I say people come every day, come down here and say, "What a lovely lawn." Even people that's come to do work on the houses for the people around here, they turn around and say, "How'd you get the lawn like that?" And I have to tell them it was through Lawmaster.
On each visit, when Lawmaster arrives, the chap takes time out to explain to me what we're doing on this visit, why are we doing it, what are the expected outcomes, how one can circumvent nature or can't. It's widened my understanding of what the initial problems were, because I never had that advised before. Whatever would be anything at all that's applied to the lawn or anything at all that is required, I'm taken through it step by step by the Lawmaster.
I'm not fully conversant with all the technology, but I do notice, and it's been clear and evident, that when Tim first came and started on the lawn, it wasn't anywhere near the condition it is today. And it has to be a gradual process. Each treatment maintains it and actually improves it. But if you look at the long-term investment, that's where you get the full benefit.
One of the things I particularly like is that on a visit, I'm always given the date of the next visit. So I can always, you know, plan ahead for what I need to do. If, for example, it's better to cut it before the treatment, I can make sure I get that done. If I've got any queries, I just phone and they're answered and dealt with. And again, that side of it provides an excellent service.
We like to spend money on keeping the lawn looking good because I like the rest of the garden. I'm always in the garden planting the borders, and what's the point of that if you haven't got a decent lawn to go with it?
My lawn does mean a lot to me because it's the best lawn there is, and it's my hobby. I like my lawns looking superb. That's what I want, and Lawmaster gives me that.
When I look over my shoulder and see what Lawmaster have achieved in 2 years, it's very pleasing, to be frank. I've a lot to be grateful for.
When a visitor comes in, his first or her first vision of the property is the lawn. I have a gardener who maintains the lawn in respect of mowing it and so on, and that, added to the benefit of the lushness of the grass and its colour, makes it an immediate wow effect, which is critical to their pleasure and my enjoyment and being proud of the property I live in.
I would really recommend Lawmaster. I've always been absolutely delighted with the service that they've given me, and I'm very happy on the cost side of things as well. I really think it's value for money, and I have recommended them to a lot of people, and I will continue to do so.
I've recommended Lawmaster now to a few people, some down the road and to others. They've been with competitors who haven't been up to the mark, so I've recommended Lawmaster as someone who've always been very reliable for us.